is enough said.
Happy Monday, Miami Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. No intros, I'm just gonna get right to it, you guys. The Miami Heat have made a huge trade. The Miami Heat have done a 3-team deal with the LA Clippers and the Utah Jazz, sending Norman Powell to the Miami Heat. The LA Clippers will get John Collins, and the Utah Jazz will receive Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a 2027 first-round draft pick. Kyle Anderson and a second-round pick will go to Utah. Most likely, Kevin Love will be bought out or released, and he'll probably go to another team. But Heat Nation, stand up. We are elated because Pat Riley ain't sleeping. Pat Riley has made a deal and has gotten the Miami Heat another player that can help us contend in the Eastern Conference. Now, look, guys, I know about Norman Powell, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update. I know I cut a short about it earlier, you guys. I'm in the middle of work. I'm so excited, so I had to cut this video to talk about it because we've gotten a scoring threat. We've gotten a scoring threat, and we've gotten someone that can help Tyler Hero. Norman Powell last season averaged almost 22 points a game, almost 33 minutes a game, 48% from the field, a whopping 42% from the three-point line, 80% from the field. He also averaged 3.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1.2 steals per game. You are getting somebody who is a reliable three-point shooter, particularly when his feet are set. It also says that he has effective driving and finishing. Guys, we've seen Norman Powell. This is a guy that can destroy defenses with his shooting. It's also another guy that's going to help you space the floor with Tyler Hero. What was one of the biggest problems last year with the Miami Heat? This team was constantly blowing double-digit leads. We were the best team in the NBA for like the first 3 quarters. Then the fourth quarter would come and this team would collapse. 16 games, like I mentioned. 16 games where the Heat had double-figure digit leads, and you lost those games. That's because defenses would just collapse on Tyler and would tell other players in the Heat, beat us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Heat can beat these teams now because you're bringing a guy that averages 22 points a game. And what is this going to do, you guys? It's going to take pressure off of Andrew Wiggins and Bam Adebayo. It's going to allow Bam Adebayo to be that number 3 option that we know he can be. It's going to allow Andrew Wiggins to be that microwave, that guy who can just heat up whenever it's called upon. And now, this trade is the perfect option, you guys, because now we don't have to talk about this whole, are we going to get this guy, and what whale is going to become available, and can we get it? And it's just like another year of just disappointment. We don't have to go through that because now we have a roster where we're developing the youth movement and you're adding pieces that can help you win now. And look, Norman Powell, you guys, this could potentially be a 1-year rental. He's on the final year of his contract, making $20.4 million this year. He's 32 years old. He'll be 33 next year in May. But this is a way better option to have. And all you had to do was give up Kyle Anderson and Kevin Love. You didn't have to let go of Jovic. You didn't have to let go of Hawkes. You didn't have to let go of Pelle Larsson, Kasparis Jonas. Nobody. No young assets. And the better part about it, you guys, you let go of Kyle Anderson, who had another $9.5 million contract for the 2027 season. That's another reason why I love this deal. Not only did you pick up a guy that can help us now, but you also shedded more salary cap relief after the 2026 season. Norman Powell's on an expiring contract. We're going to see what he does with this roster. Now, there's been no talks that the Miami Heat are discussing an extension. I'm actually checking that right now. This trade just happened, you guys, so I'm trying to figure this out. No, there is no indication that the Miami Heat have given or offered Norman Powell an extension. And they may, because the reason why the Clippers did this trade is because they were reluctant on giving him a contract extension. So the contract extension may come, but it may not come. It's depending. We know Pat Riley can be a little stingy with that. But I think this is the perfect trade for the Miami Heat, especially where you didn't have to give up young assets or draft capital. You turned Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson into one of the most prolific and efficient three-point scorers that the NBA has to offer. A guy who's averaging 22 points a game, almost 42% from the three-point line. All you had to give up were two guys, and one of them weren't even in the rotation. So this is a happy day, Miami Heat Nation. We are celebrating. Now the question is, where's Norman Powell going to fit on this team? Obviously, he's going to be a starter. I really don't see a problem starting Norman Powell and Tyler Hero in the backcourt. Now, look, Norman Powell isn't known as the biggest lockdown defender. However, this is a guy that holds his own defensively. He averaged over a steal a game. You're putting him with Tyler Hero in the backcourt. That may work. Maybe you can talk him into being a six-man, having Davion Mitchell start next to Tyler Hero. I think Spo will make this work. I think Spo can find the right offense with a guy like this and make it work. Whether he's coming off the bench as a six-man, whether he's starting next to Tyler Hero. But look, you have a starting lineup of Bam Adebayo, Kel'el Ware, Andrew Wiggins, Norman Powell, and Tyler Hero. That's an efficient offensive starting lineup, and it has a lot of mixing for defense. Then you have Davion Mitchell, Kasparis Yaka-Jonas, Jaime Jaquez, Nikola Jovic, and Haywood Highsmith as your main players coming off the bench. Let's not also forget that this trade took two players off this Miami Heat roster. We only added Norman Powell. That means this roster has 14 players. So the Heat are going to have a little bit of wiggle room. Remember, you guys, we have that $14.1 million mid-level exception. We also have the $5 million biannual exception. Go get Damian Lillard. If Bradley Beal's bought out, whatever. You don't need Bradley Beal on this team. You traded for Norman Powell. You're good. Go get Damian Lillard. Talk Damian Lillard into a 2-year, $20 million contract. Have Damian Lillard rehab here for this year. Let's see what this youth movement can do with Norman Powell. Then, for the 26-27 season, this can get pretty interesting. Look, we're doing the full youth movement, you guys. We are. But we're sprinkling in some veterans. So we're not only having all of our chips for the youth movement, but you have a few people that can help you win now. Andrew Wiggins and Norman Powell on a roster with this young players in the Heat team, I think it could work. And I'm really excited to seeing this team next season now. Now, you go from a team that won 37 games last year to a team that could potentially win 45, 47 games. Now, this trade right here, you guys, can potentially put the Miami Heat contending in top 6. I'm excited. I'm happy, Heat Nation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It is a great day for Miami Heat Nation because we traded for Norman Powell, and all we had to give up was Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson. And this gave us more cap flexibility for the 2026 offseason. So let's see what happens. Is another trade going to happen with Andrew Wiggins? Are the Heat going to keep Terry Rozier? Maybe buy him out. We have an extra roster spot. Who are the Heat going to give that to? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Suck it, haters.